I am excited because we are unveiling for you our 2020 vision. We're talking about where we believe God is taking us in leadership in the next 5 years of St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church. Our theme is Welcome Home. It means there's a place for you to be welcomed home, but it also means that it is our mission and call for us to create a home for other people. First, we're going to have to put our house in order. Secondly, we're going to have to create space to belong. Thirdly, we're going to have to extend the family. And fourthly, we're going to renovate lives, one disciple at a time. We have roughly $10 million of debt that we're carrying right now. Wouldn't it be great 5 years from now to be able to say that our congregation is free of debt?
But it did not take 5 years. By God's grace and your generosity, our debt was paid off within months. And we even had the chance to celebrate this together as we burned our mortgage documents in our church services. It was great affirmation that God is at work at St. Andrew's, and He wasted no time in helping us move forward in our 2020 vision. And for this, we give all praise and thanksgiving to God, but we also want to give a heartfelt thank you to you.
We need to reorient the way that we do ministry and the way particularly that our campus is constructed. If you think about our campus for a minute, our campus is constructed that if you were not in a worship service or in a class or in a program, you don't belong here.
We envision our church campus to be a place that invites people to be themselves and to connect with one another, a place that encourages guilt-free lingering. We want our architecture and our programming both to create these kind of spaces for people to belong. We're going to take space that is presently inhospitable and underutilized, and we're going to turn it into a place that invites people of all ages and all stages to linger and to connect and to feel at home.
I attended the high school group here at St. Andrew's, and I remember after the house construction finished just how much my community grew. I was able to see kids that attended my high school at Newport Harbor. They started coming to church, and they were kids that had never even thought about going to church before. The house created an environment that kids felt comfortable in. I'm hoping that this new project can do the exact same thing for families. This is our opportunity to bring people together that normally wouldn't and to redefine what it means to be a Christian.
St. Andrew's has a glorious legacy of being a generous and externally focused church. And I think we're on the cusp of being able to do some of that in a whole new way.
So for the last year, we've been coming alongside Pastor Joel and his ministry side by side in Agongo, Kenya. And thanks to the generosity of this church and the hard work of Pastor Joel and his team, an amazing amount of infrastructure has been developed in the community of Agongo, which is helping to provide a safe place for kids to learn, a wonderful place for pastors to be equipped, and a significant testimony, quite frankly.
In the last year alone, Project Hope Alliance has been able to move 23 families out of homelessness, 100 people total. I want to share with you one story of a girl named Sarah. Sarah's parents were homeless as children and remained chronically homeless throughout their life. Thanks to your generous donations, Sarah and her family were moved from their motel into permanent housing just before Sarah's 6th birthday. And she said it was the best birthday present she could have ever dreamed of.
We interviewed a variety of different proposals through city to city, and we selected Louis and Yolandi Skeepers, who will be planting a church in 2 different locations in South Africa, one in Cape Town City Central and one in Belleville, which is an Afrikaans community. And we are pleased to have Karen and Stan Jantz to be St. Andrew's participants and representatives on the management team. So with that 3-year commitment, we're very excited to participate in this church plant.
Nearly 70,000 people in over 150 countries visited our church website last year, with the sermon audio section being one of the most popular. It's one thing for people to listen to sermon audio, but it's another thing to invite them into the sanctuary, where they can watch the sermons through video, almost like they were in attendance. That's what the Digital Ministry Initiative is about, is extending the reach of our St. Andrew's ministry through the use of technology like our website and video. We've officially soft-launched this initiative with videos of our weekly sermons. I invite you to visit our website, watch the videos, and share them with friends, families, and neighbors.
My hope and prayer with this, in talking about it with other leaders in the church, is that we would start a discipleship institute, that there would be a systematic, replicable, reproductive model of disciple making that takes place, that starts to have that ripple effect in and around all of the community.